Alrighty, gotta go back and talk to... Oh, you know, the other thing we should do. I keep forgetting to do this. We got that werewolf blood that we probably need to get rid of, right? Yeah. Can I... What's this? There's the werewolf blood. Yeah, drop that off there. Alright. Can't help but notice, sir, that you're... Oh, well, actually, he can probably see. Maybe? Can he? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do a little quick save. And then let's just have a bite to eat here. You drain really quickly. Yes, of course. Bums drain very quickly. Their blood is impure. Oh! This guy's come back here, although I don't really need it, I guess, because... That's annoying. The one time someone's actually in the greatest feeding spot in the game, and I don't need to feed. Well, so be it. You know, I don't think I'd ever seen that that loading screen before. Something about kindred using the mass of the kind to shield themselves from something or other.
You. What were you thinking? The museum. That was my event! Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Yes.
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
How dare I?
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
I swear I didn't do it. I brought you the item from the ocean house.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you.
Why do I even have
After
a persuade
all,
option
you've
if she doesn't
acted
believe
decently
me?
and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still
Oh,
like me to call
let's say
it
I believe you that you didn't do it. Right, I
only
get
one
it. Yeah.
problem.
Okay, of
If
course I
Tongue
didn't
gets
do it.
word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
That sounds easy.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Alright. I will go do that.
Unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her, after all.
Oh, did you now?
Please, be quick about it.
Alright, I'll take care of it. Toodles. Alright, what do I have in the way of weapons not allowed? Yeah, shut up. I wasn't actually trying to... I wasn't trying to do a weapon thing. I was just trying to see what weapons I had. Give me some slack here. I have 6 experience. I could put more points in things. So what do I got? Blood Shield, Blood Purge, make the characters violently ill. Blood Strike, also Dominant Brain Wipe. That's not terribly useful. Trance probably would be. Okay, well, food for thought. And then what I have here is this 38. No one cares that I am brandishing a firearm randomly on the streets of Los Angeles because, well, this is the United States of America, so hooray.
It's not my problem.
That's exactly what I was saying. Alright, these guys are just wandering around over here. What I should probably want is like Blood Purge. Just deal with the fact that... Yeah, alright, this has happened. Hey guys. Alright, watch this. Boom! Can I help you? Ow. He's dead. Uh-oh. They're not done. Die. Please die. Okay. Whew. That was a close one. More importantly, I now have a shotgun. So that's cool. Hello?
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to
There's a
kill you.
guy cowering behind the counter who doesn't seem to care about all the psychic powers that I've just used. So that's good.
She's crazy! Help!
yeah, we're going to do a Camarilla ending on this one. Not that it actually matters. Like, the resolution of this plot line doesn't affect the rest of the plot. But in brief, if you can't get the sisters to synthesize, siding with Jeanette turns Santa Monica over to the Anarchs, and siding with Therese turns it over to the Camarilla. So, given that we are doing a Camarilla ending this time, because after all, Tremere, I'm going to team up with my buddy Strauss. If we can't successfully synthesize them, we will side with Therese.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now, I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Why are you fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore.
If you synthesize them, they go to the Camarilla anyway, which is what I want. So basically, either synthesize them or save Therese.
No less. So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be?
Sure.
Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Both of you, stop.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
If you want to continue to exist, you need to live with each other.
She's a control freak. People,
I think
things,
we're going to get
emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Both of you have been working against each other. Why don't you work together and be a power?
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
Yeah, probably.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Okay, well, you two need to move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Think of how powerful you would be if you worked together.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Therese let Jeanette have more responsibility.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Jeanette, stop sabotaging your sister's plans.
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
Right. So call a truce and run the place equally.
If she would stop treating me like a child.
Well,
if
stop
she would
acting
start
like a child.
behaving like a rational adult.
Okay, you must have gotten along.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
Alright, well, obviously you don't want to kill each other.
No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing.
Let's talk about what Therese just agreed to there for a second.
Others that our relations
right?
are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
All right, give me the gun.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud.
I mean, we all know what Jeanette meant by pay Tongue a visit.
I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
All right, thanks, bye.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince. And keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
All right. Feud taken care of. I can go talk to Tongue. Do I have anything else to do here? Oh, I never looked at the Santa Monica Pier? I never reported back to Arthur. I did retrieve the werewolf blood. Okay. Alright, let's go report back to Arthur. Let's clean up all the other side quests that we can do here. Lickety-splitly. And then let's go take care of the train yard. Though, to be honest, the train yard is not going to be a complete video in and of itself anyway, so...
Hey there, Slick.
Alright, I got some info about Muddy.
So what'd you find out about Muddy?
He fled.
Alright, then. I'll have to call in some bounty hunters to help me find Muddy and a couple of other jumpers. Thanks for all your help.
Payment.
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
I bet you are.
See you around, then. If you ever find yourself or a loved one locked up, please call.
Will do. Bye-bye. Alright, that's that taken care of. Finish up the werewolf blood thing, go to the pier, and then go to... back over here, because this is where Tongue is. I guess I could have done Arthur last. Pathing. Optimal pathing. It's not something that I'm good at. Alright, you.
You have any of those items you mentioned?
Here's a stake. Do you have $100?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here you go. Now where can I find the head vampire?
He's the President of the United States. Have fun. I don't even know who Rodriguez is. How can I do this? How can I... Whatever. I'm gonna go send this guy off to deal with that.
You won't have to live like this anymore. I'm going to kill the head vampire.
Yeah. Best of luck with that. So that's the slasher, because he's a gangrel. The werewolf up there that we saw for a second. Not actual werewolf, but essentially a werewolf. It's a vampire who... I know there's a werewolf later in the game, but come on. He turns into a wolf. Alright, slashed up corpse on the pier. Hooray. Log. Weren't able to find anything significant about the killer except the killing was extremely brutal, vicious, and beast-like. Exciting times. Alright, let's go back. I don't suppose I can just talk to you and, like, leave? Hello?
Go ahead and walk on away now.
Right, bye. I can't jump over this balcony railing, I guess. Well, I guess the reason for that is they don't want me jumping, like, into the sea here, maybe? This is shockingly good water animation, considering how bad the water looks in the sewer. Can I jump over this railing? Yes, great. Bye. There are a lot of cops here. I'm gonna just kind of, like, avoid them. Why are there cops in front of the gallery again? Oh, right, because I stole from the gallery. I knew that. Shut up. Duh. You know, sometimes I forget things. Whatever. Alright, back in here. What? Didn't I leave the vampire blood in my friggin... Not the vampire blood, the werewolf blood? Oh. What? You're supposed to... Give. I must have dropped it by accident. Idiot. Alright, quest log updated. Great, I can go back. In the time it took me to go out and come back in, he gave me some money. There's a masquerade redemption. Great, lovely. Sometimes I do stupid things. Alright. And I got 150 smackerinos, which is great. I have 15 experience points, which happens to be enough for the next level of thaumaturgy. 3 blood. Blood projectiles strike several enemies. To remain still for the duration, the shots return with stolen blood. Excellent. I'll take that. It's just such a good thing to have, I think. And wouldn't you know it, here comes someone. No? This is as far as you want to go? Alright, we'll make an attempt to just feed on you right here. I want to suck your blood. Alright. Good enough. And we finished up just in time. The cop. See, I honestly don't know whether it's like full line of sight. Like, if I were gonna suck somebody's blood down there, in that corner over there, where the cursor is, if a cop standing here could see me, or if it's just like, you know, a 10-foot proximity sphere or something. I think the game is rough and unpolished on the issue of stealth. That's enough crab nipples. Let's talk to someone who looks like a crab buttocks.
I know who you are.
I'm so glad.
News travels down the Kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
Indeedy do.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
Well, I need to get that warehouse from Mercurio. You know Mercurio.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there.
I guess he doesn't know Mercurio.
There's some major staging going on.
Okay. Just humans,
As far as I can tell. The humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
Great. Can you get me there?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Sounds ideal. I'm ready. Let's go.
Good night, young one.
I'm mysterious and say things in
You're
an interesting
very likely
manner.
being hunted by the Sabbat.
By the Sabbat, yes. You're being hunted by the Sabbat. We're all being hunted by the Sabbat. Who's the Sabbat? We're the Sabbat. Die already.
Knowles.
That is a face.